Everybody, how's it going? This is Tony with CodeMage. Today we're going to be installing Python on a Windows desktop and setting up a development environment using Visual Studio Code. If you follow along by the end of this, you'll have a working development environment for Python on your desktop, and we'll be able to run our Hello World program like we did in the last video. Let's get started. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is from your Windows desktop, open up your trusty browser. You're going to go to python.org. I'll leave that link in the description, but it's pretty easy to remember. Python.org, and we're going to go here to downloads, and then underneath download for Windows, or if you're using Mac, it's pretty self-explanatory as well. But anyways, go here and click this. Save it. And open it up and run it, and it's basically a very simple installation. We're going to hit install now. And I will come back when this is done. Okay, good. So we are all done now, and we'll hit close here. And if we just want to make sure this works, what we can do is we can go over here and open up a text editor that comes with Python called idle. Actually, this is a terminal, not a text editor. Whatever we type in here will be handled as regular Python code, and it'll run in real time. So, for instance, print hello world. Press enter, it should print back hello world. And there we go. Okay, so Python installed correctly. Now let's get set up with Visual Studio Code. Okay, so we'll just in Google type in VS Code. That's probably the easiest way to do this. Click the first link here, and then we'll click download for Windows or whichever operating system you're using. And that will download. All right, so once you have it downloaded, go ahead and click on it. Accept, next. Go through the installation process. It's fairly simple. I'm not going to go all the way through it because I've already got it installed, but it is very simple. Then we have to do a little bit of setup to get Python working in Visual Studio Code. So let's go ahead and open it up. Don't worry if you don't have everything that I have. Everyone's Visual Studio Code is very personal setup. As you become more advanced in your development career, you will have a preferred setup. But we'll just go with this one because it's fairly simple. So we'll go over here and click on extensions. We need to install the Python extension. That just makes it a lot easier to work with. We're going to go down here. We're going to click on the Python extension, and we'll click install. Okay. Now, we should have that installed now. Now let's go and click these two documents up here. And what we're going to do is, actually what we'll do is we'll click on File, and then we'll click on New File, right? And then it should, with the extension installed, it should have a drop down here that says Python. So we'll click that. All right, now it's created a new file for us. What we'll want to do first is go ahead and Control S or just save it. And we will name this, actually, let's go with hello_world.py. Okay, now we'll type in our trusty hello world program that we should all be pretty familiar with. Now, print hello world. Okay, now how do we run this? Here's what we're going to do. You see this yellow thing down here that says select interpreter? We need to tell VS Code where our interpreter is. The thing that will run our Python. Should be able to detect it automatically. If you click it right here, your Python 3.12 that we just installed should have shown up. Click that, okay? Now, we'll go ahead and run this. We'll click on this ellipsis up here, go into the Run or Debug menu, and click Run Python. You can see we have the Hello World program working. So, if you followed along in this video, we've installed Python on our machines, we installed Visual Studio Code on our machines, and we set up our development environment and ran a Hello World program. Thanks for joining me. I'm Tony with CodeMage. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you comment if you liked the video, or even if you didn't. And have a great day.